You know, before I watched what I was going to watch tonight, I was actually going to watch The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, 1920s, the German expressionist film. Yes, that's probably going to be the next one. But instead, I just had an inkling, a feeling, to watch a quite exquisite performance from Rick Wakeman, the on again, off again keyboardist of Yes. Very specifically, him performing Journey to the Center of the Earth. Recorded live with the Philharmonic Orchestra in 1975, and also includes hits from The Six Wives of Henry VIII and King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, plus The Lost Journey, the documentary of the tour featuring recently discovered unseen footage. This spectacular 94-minute concert was recorded live with the Melbourne Philharmonic Orchestra and the Melbourne Choir at the Sydney Meyer Concert Hall in Australia. This mammoth sellout concert of tens of thousands was at the end of the Journey tour to promote the album, Journey to the Center of the Earth, which sold over 12 million copies worldwide. Dang! The concert opens with their greatest hits from Rick's biggest selling album, The Six Wives of King Henry VIII, followed by the complete Journey. It also includes hits from his then new album, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. This is classic Rick Wakeman and one of the world's finest keyboard players, at the very pinnacle of his legendary progressive rock career. The Last Journey. The legendary Journey began in 1974 and culminated in Australia and New Zealand. 1975. Reunited for the first time in 30 years, Rick Wakeman and original band members Roger Newell, Ashley Holt, Barney James, and Gary Pickford Hopkins assembled at Shepperton Studios in January 2005. The round exclusive, never before seen Super 8mm footage filmed during their amazing journey is featured on this documentary. Through interviews and anecdotes, it shows them at the time as they are today. Fascinating insight into their unforgettable journey and the life on the road all across the globe. A collector's dream. Okay, so enough mumbo jumbo. How's the concert? Well, oh man, let's see. You've got a roughly, I would say, 30-piece orchestra. I believe I counted 12 choir members, male and female. Oh my word, how to describe it? Let's see. A massive stage. You've got 5 members of the band, and then you've got a narrator who's describing the events that go on in 1865, a scientist, I think a son or whatever, discover a parchment inside like a book, a 12th century book about an explorer from 1612, something like that, which details his journey to the Earth. So they go to Iceland, enter a volcano, and explore just some of the most unbelievable places, which includes, and I'm not kidding here, the journey, the recollection, the battle, and the forest. So in between going around various like corridors, dead ends, a mushroom-filled forest, an ocean as far as the eye could see, and the human eye can see a candle from 14 miles away. So that should just tell you the expansiveness of this ocean. They see 2 creatures locked in combat. One has the head of a turtle, the snout of a porpoise, and the teeth of an alligator, locked in battle with another creature. They're both kind of like dinosaurs, if I'm not mistaken. Eventually, they come across land, only to realize that they've only gone a couple miles north after, roughly 2 weeks. And then, eventually, of course, there's like a Gothic architecture. There is a 12-foot creature from the antediluvian era, whose name eludes me. The information is available on Wikipedia. This is just a truly epic concert. There's no other way to describe it other than truly epic and majestic. By the way, Chris Allo, if you're watching, give me your thoughts on if you watch this 94-minute concert. Now, it's like, it truly is. I mean, for crying out loud, you've got him just going, I mean, performing from 3 different albums, for crying out loud. He's playing his butt off with keyboards. Some of them are 2 levels high, and he's enclosed in like a square of keyboards. Seriously, he goes around from one side to here, one back here, and you got a narrator, Terry Talon, I think his name was, who just narrates the whole thing. And then sometimes you got the orchestra playing with him, all right? And of course, this is being one of the bigger Australian networks. They zoom in on a certain particular section of like circle, smaller circle, until they get in frame of his head or the orchestra that is playing. It's like half the band is, sometimes half the band is playing. It's like half the band's playing, half the time there's the orchestra. Sometimes there's a beautiful, seamless sequence of both of them playing, which I'm particularly looking for. Yeah, because at first it's like half in power. It starts off, everything's explosive. A good, nice intro of both of them playing just like fast rock meets classical in the best way possible. And we get into a particular, I would say more, how would I describe it? Folky, Jethro Tull, Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes. Kind of bubblegum rock mixed with folk. That would be the best way to describe Genevieve, which I think is the only one from the Henry VIII album that has vocals, if I'm not mistaken. And the journey to the center of the earth starts 18 minutes, performed amazingly. The journey, the recollection, it's like some of it has to do with, it's got just the right sequence. It's mainly just Rick just playing his butt off. Honestly, my personal favorite was the battle/ocean, where you get both intertwining. You get the choir in the background, each of them having their like own little section of a triangle. They all merge together when they're going through the ocean. It's truly majestic, beautiful, and I'm like, wow, that was insane. And then the forest, it's held back a little bit, but then they get like right towards the apex with the song goes do 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 do. The Mountain of Madness, I believe it's called. It was done by Modest Monastrigo, whatever his name is. You know what I'm talking about. You know the do 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 do, like a twice, by the way, as in to represent the chaos. Man, that was going in. Then they go in with Catherine Howard, which is more of a soft, quiet piece. It's like after just the intensity of 40 minutes, they're just going to go with like more pastoral, mellow, and then you got some LD Miolo looking mother effer who's playing, and I'm like, all right then. I'm actually surprised that's not him, but they look so similar. Merlin. Anne Boleyn is again kind of, this one is more keyboard dominated. And then finally Reprise from the Forest. At this point I was wondering, okay, when are we going to get the orchestra and the choir again? Thankfully towards the end we get everything. We get the conclusion. We get the scientists emerging from Mount Etna in Italy. Yes, truly an epic journey. And we're not just talking epic fail and having the word epic just be derided. So geez, this is dedicated to David Measham, the original conductor on Journey to the Center of the Earth. Holy smokes. Oh, so yeah. So, I tried to do this justice, but it's just like this is the perfect combination of an orchestra and rock music. There have been some others like Kiss and Accept, and it just hasn't worked well. But this is an all 100% encompassing, influenced Therion, influenced Dream Theater, Deep Purple to do probably right up there with Emerson, Lake and Palmer when working with orchestras and things like that. So I mean, I can't praise this enough. This is really an epic performance. So if you're looking for what I consider to be one of the magnum opus of Rick Wakeman's career, then I recommend you watch 30th Anniversary Collector's Edition of Journey to the Center of the Earth.